People, when they hear a joke, so they laugh when they hear the joke, they laugh when they get the joke, and they laugh when they remember the joke. סימן ches, Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, דברים, האסורים, משהאיר, היום, לאחר שיתפלל, stuff which are forbidden to do from when it gets light outside. And in this סימן there is 6 ifin. Halacha Aleph, משעלה, עמוד, השחר, שהוא אור הנוצץ מן השמש במזרח. From when the sun rises, the sun goes up. Once you see the ray of the sun on the water, we find in the Gemara different places, there's 3 different lashonos for Amud HaShachar, Alois HaShachar, Ayalas HaShachar. They are all the same thing, like Abi Halacha. 72 minutes after Amud, Alois, or Ayalas HaShachar, there's something called Neitz HaChama. From when to start davening, when does the day start? Here we're speaking about the idea of Alois HaShachar, the idea of 72 minutes, which is a machlokes. Some people say 4 mil, some people say 5 mil, to walk a mil. After that hiluch, after going the 4 or 5 mil, then we consider that time neitz hachama. Now, the question is, if we say 4 or 5, the question is in the meal itself, if you do 18 minutes, 22 minutes, each person to their svara. Lamaise, we go after the idea of 18 minutes takes a person to go hiluch mil. After 4 mil, together you have 72, if you make the right cheshbon. So, halacha here is from when Alois, Amud, HaShachar, which is Eir HaNoitis, Min HaShemesh, B'Mizrach, came and Jos Masil, Zman HaTfilah, from then starts the Zman of davening. Sheim is Baal Oz, but the Eved Yoitze, like a month, Siman Reish, Siman Yudches, we're going to find in Siman Reish Yudches, in the beginning of the Siman, it says that if you daven already from Alois, it is Yoitze, with the Eved. Lachain, therefore, Asur la'adam lahasil, במלאכה, Ilis Azik, Ba'asag, V'yledech, B'derech, Koidim, Shispalo. Therefore, a person is not allowed to start his business or travel or go to the way, do what he's doing before davening if it's already daytime, if the day starts. He's not allowed to do his inyanim, his needs, before davening. The Alter Rebbe says, if he's going on a caravan and they're not going to wait for him, you're going to tell somebody today not to fly on a plane, practically. He's going to miss his flight. Why? Because he didn't daven shachas. So the Alter Rebbe says, if he's going on a shayara and people are going to have to wait or he's going to miss the ride, he's allowed to go with them. Shenemar, tzedek lafonav yahalach v'yosam לדרך פעמיו, tzedek zu תפילה, shematzdik leboirei v'achakaf v'yosam פעמיו לדרכי חפצו. We find over here a very interesting pasuk, and he brings down tzedek is going on. Tzedek lafonav yahalach, it should be the end of davening. Yosam לדרך פעמיו, it's in capital Tehillim, in capital Pehei, pasuk Yudalid, tzedek lafonav yahalach, yosam לדרך פעמיו. Then the kudde here is, the idea is that it's explained in Gemara Brachos, Daf Yudal Amud Aleph, this pasuk in Tehillim, that when a person, he says the same idea here, is the halacha is brought down from the Gemara, which is brought down from Tehillim. And the kudde is that if a person does his davening, he davens before he goes out to the shayara, it says his melachah nasa loi al yidei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Eibusher does his tzorachim. The kudde is, you do your part, the Eibusher takes care of his children, his tzaddikim, that everything will done by itself if you just do your part. Contras a mind, different places that explains this idea on a general level, on a general scale, whatever the nekuda may be. Right now it's not negeya, but the nekuda is, what's the priority in life? She says the first thing you should do is daven. Asur, halacha beis, asur lachol lishtei shenemar. A person shouldn't daven or drink before daven, like it says in the pasuk. Lo yisaychel al dam. You shouldn't eat on blood. Lo yisaychel koydem sheyispal al damchem dimchem. What does it mean? You shouldn't eat on the blood. Lo yisayspal v'ach yispal al dimchem. Don't eat or drink before you daven for your own life. Somebody that he eats or drinks, and after that he davens all of our it says on him in the pasuk v'oisi yishlachtem acharei gavech al tigri gavech el geyech. There's a pasuk that says you threw the Eibishter behind your back. So he says don't read the word back, which is gav. You should read it the gaive. You eat, you drink, so you're coming to the Eibishter like a grei samachet. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu la'achar she'nizgoah ze kibel Allah malchus shemayim. After this guy is a whole groise yashik b'hagish mag b'agadage, he's going to come to me and be makabel al malchus shemayim. I feel this is kafe oitei im sukar v'chalav asur. Even to drink a cup of tea or coffee with sugar, milk, it is asur. It's adalacha. V'izaki וחלוש. שאין יוכל לעמוד על נפשו עד יציאת הציבור מבית הכנסת בפרט בשבת יום טוב שמעריך נחר ביום טוב ההמתין לו להספל שחת בבית ונחס יקדש ויוכל איזה דבר ואחר כך ילך לבית הכנסת. We find in Siman Ayin Zayin Sif Tesvav about a elderly person which can't wait till the end of davening, and it's hard for him to wait till they finish the minyan, and he's hungry, and especially Shabbos and Yom Tov, and the Chazanim are meidig with their Chazanis. She says in the halacha that it's better that he should daven quietly by himself in his house, then he should make kiddush, and after that he should go to shul. He should have in mind while he's davening shachris at the same time the minyan is davening in the shul. Make kiddush, eat what he has to do, go to shul, and daven musaf with the minyan. That's what it says in Siman Ayin Zayin, Sif Tezvav. V'loi yishte kafe oi im sukur v'kadayma v'loi kabbalah samach shemayim tchila. And you should not drink, even this person, the person that has to drink, he shouldn't drink it without being makabel on himself. The nakuda, the idea is that he's being makabel on himself first, and then he does his drinking or his eating. So there's this idea of makabel he's makabel on himself, and then he could eat and drink, do what he has to do. Like it's explained in the Madheita in Siman Peites, in the shame of the name of Lekach HaKama. Fine. If somebody's not feeling good, the Torah tells you, Adarab, you have to eat, you have to drink, your gesund comes first. We know the first two words in Torah are Bereshis Bara. So what does it teach us? That the Bereshis, the first thing is Bara, we gotta be gesund, you didn't have to be gesund and stark. If it's impossible for him to daven without kavanah, if he doesn't eat or drink anything before davening, he's allowed to and he should eat and drink before davening. We know the mice with the Rebbe in the Rivke, Hayom of Yud Shvat, that the Tzemach Tzedek told her after she decided, the doctor said she has to eat before davening, so she woke up earlier to daven early and eat pashachas the time she would have ate it if she would have ate before davening. Tzemach Tzedek heard it and he told her, "V'chai bohem, in order for a yid to be chai in the mitzvahs and to be besimcha, he has to be gesund. He has to be gesund." He said that it's best at essen for davening and davening for essen. The whole davening you're going to think about the food. It's not the kavanah. It's not the idea. You should eat. Do you eat, drink, be gesund? Come to davening like a mensch. Because the whole idea is that you're not doing it inside the guy. Your davening could only be done through this, that you eat and drink. If it's a little bit, whatever it may be, not the Rabbi being the Rebbe's Ira, you're being kind to the Rebbe's Ira. Some people want to be mahadr, each person to their own chumris. The good is it's better to eat something before davening, and if somebody can't daven, So the whole idea of the eating is actually a part of the davening because it helps you daven. Somebody wakes up also from chatzos, the halacha is he's not allowed to eat anything till after davening. And a person should be machmir in this halacha. The Alter Rebbe says it's dafka if he wakes up and half an hour before alois hashachar, that's when it's asur. And half an hour before alois hashachar, then it is forbidden. From then, not from chatzos. But if he's feeling weak and he needs to, he should. He should, and he should, and he should. Halacha dalet. If a person wants to drink water, not tea, not coffee, without sugar, without milk, he's allowed to drink water before davening. Laachar, even from after Amud Hashachar ki in drinking water there is no concept, there's no idea of gaive behind that drinking water. And he says even on Shabbos and Yom Tov you're allowed to drink before davening because Kiddush is not ma'akiv. Why? The Zman Kiddush didn't come yet before davening, so it's not soiser one another if he drinks before davening, unless I don't know, we woke up the time of Kiddush, but we're not talking about anybody of us. And the good here is that it's not soiser one another. Vein Kiddush ela b'makim suda, and ein Kiddush has to be said in a makim suda. The hainu samuch lachilo, next time that people eat their soda, and before davening it's impossible to make a soda, so therefore it's impossible to make kiddush. So therefore, if he wants to drink something before davening in Shabbos, he's allowed to come into the whole pilpul of making kiddush before davening. If somebody does wake up on Shabbos in later hours, ask your local rabbi if it's mitzad the whatever it may be, if you have to make kiddush before davening, but it's not so pashut. Some poskim say you do have to actually make kiddush before davening if you want to eat, if you woke up late. Halacha hey, Asur lahagdim lepesach chavereish mishalah Amud Shachar. It is forbidden for a person from Amud Shachar to go to his friend's house. The kabel panav litin leishalim afil leimarloi tzafra demoratav baikir toy. Shenemar chidu lachem min ha'adim asher neshama ba'abik b'men nechshavhu. Kleiman. It's forbidden. It's also for a person to go to his friend's house in the morning from Amud Shachar and tell him good morning or greet him or anything of the like we find in the pasuk. It says by the idea of b'men nechshavhu. The whole idea is kleiman b'men chashavtei lozeh sheikdamto b'koydei lichvoidi. What's this idea that he's greater than the Eibishter, that you are mechabed him before you mechabed the Eibishter? You're going to greet your friend in the morning before you go to the Eibishter's house, before you say you daven for yourself to the Eibishter, for your own needs to the Eibishter. If a person met him on the way, he didn't go to greet him, but they met each other on the way, Mutar, he's allowed to say shalom. You shouldn't ignore him and be try to be mahadad in the mitzvah. He met him in the street. He says, good morning. You mention him back. But it's better to change the expression, whatever you use, instead of wherever it may be, say tzafra the maratav, something that the person should realize that you're before davening and the Eibishter comes first. Today, Shitan Lev Shu also that he's Akev, the Dvarim Acherim, Achi Spal, in order that he shouldn't be Ma'akev, and he knows that he has to go davening. Halacha Vav, Ma'afilu Lilmaid, also Loi, Mahasil, Mishalah Amud Shachar, and it is also for him to even to start learning from Amud Shachar. ach mishu ragil leilech lebeis hakneses ve'loch mishi yaver zman mutalei. But if somebody has a regilus, mitmidus, a constant, he usually goes to shul, and he knows he's not going to be able to zman tefillah, so he is allowed to, and adrabeh, he should, and we chassidus before davening, and it's not the idea of before davening, it is actually a part of davening. It's a achanat davening, we're preparing ourselves to daven to the Eibusher. We know the three hachanas to davening. The Rebbe writes in the Maimer of the Fichach, Tzedakah, Mikveh, and Chassidus. Those are the three hachanas to davening, and they're a part of davening. He continues, or if somebody has a chavrosa and he learns with others, if it's going to be a bittul Torah, he's not going to have a chance to learn with them later. He should learn with them before davening, and he's mechuyev to do it. Ki zechus harabim davar gadolhu uvachi ashgicha shalei lavar zman tefillah rabbeinu kosev afilu yavar zman tefillah. And the Alter Rebbe says even if he's going to be able to zman tefillah, zechus harabim totally boy. If he has a shir, if he has a kviyus, once he started before the zman and he's learning mechabure the kviyus, he has people that are relying on him. He should continue learning the tmidus b'kviyus. We mentioned the idea before in halacha hey, b'ameh nechshavu, said Reb Levi, the Rebbe's father has the idea of b'ameh nechshavu, that the melech and shnas hakel stands on a bama. A person has to ask himself, bi ma, in me, what is in me, what am I made up of, and how could I be possible that the melech could be on me? Could it is mindarv zayin bottle to the melech malchi amlochim hakadosh baruch hu.